Caring for someone with dementia is one of the toughest journeys, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Allison Schreier, and my experience caring for my husband inspired me to create Zinnia, a therapeutic streaming service designed to support people living with dementia and reduce caregiver stress. Our research-backed videos are engaging, easy to follow, and they help ease the daily challenges like agitation and anxiety so that you can focus on connection and joy. Available by subscription on mobile and TV apps, Zinnia makes every day a little bit easier. Go to zinniatv.com and sign up for a free trial today. Use the code RESOURCE for 15% off an annual Zinnia subscription.
Welcome to another edition of your favorite Medicare podcast. It's called Medicare Moments, hosted by the one, the only, the amazing Toni King. Hi, Toni King.
How are you doing, Jim? And you need to let them know I am Miss Medicare.
You are Miss Medicare.
The one that explains Medicare and puts it into mama terms.
Mama terms?
Mama terms, so people can understand it.
Well, we're glad to have everyone with us, joining us today on another edition of Medicare Moments. So, Toni, today you have a question that comes to you from Charlotte, North Carolina. It says, Toni, on April the 1st, I went to the local Social Security office to apply for both my Social Security check and my Medicare Part B, since I am turning 70 on April 20th. On April 11, I received a letter from Social Security stating that the $3,200 Social Security benefit check will be issued on Wednesday, May 21st to my bank account. To my surprise, the letter states that since I waited past Medicare's 8-month special enrollment period, because I retired April 30th, 2024, and was no longer covered by employer benefits, I was not approved for Medicare Part B. The letter also stated that I need to enroll in Medicare Part B during Medicare's next general enrollment period, which begins January 1 of next year. I did not know I had a specific window of time to apply for Medicare Part B. I thought you could apply for it anytime past 65 years old. My COBRA premium is over $800 per month. Can you please explain what I need to do in simple terms to enroll in Medicare with a Medicare supplement? I want to enroll in Medicare with a Medicare supplement that is less expensive. Thanks, Toni. Gail from Charlotte, North Carolina. So, Toni, seems like something that could happen to a lot of people in Gail's situation. So what do you have to say?
What I can tell you, Jim, is right now, and we've gone over this before, so let's just remind everybody, there is 65 million people on Medicare. There's a lot of people on Medicare. There is one person turning 65 every day. That makes one person turning 65 every 8 seconds a day that qualifies for Medicare, that turns 65. Well, Gail is 70. She turned 65 5 years ago, but she was still working and did not enroll in Medicare. So Medicare has their rule. And when you leave your employer benefits, and this is very important, and I just talk about it and I just stress it to everyone. When you're leaving your company benefits, you've only got an 8-month window, not where your COBRA ends, not when you want to enroll in Part B. She's only got an 8-month window. So now Gail has to wait until next January because she did it at the wrong time. She waited too long. She has to wait until next January to enroll in Part B. And her penalty for enrolling is going to go all the way back to the day that her Part A started, which could possibly be the month that she turned 65. That's 5 years. The penalty is 10% for every 12-month period or year that you wait. So if she waited 5 years, that's 50% on top of what the current rate is. Forever. It'll never go away.
Or as you call it, Toni, that's her Medicare life. And what Toni is saying is really important, because it's important that you proactively think about your Medicare and how you're going to enroll in your Medicare so that you do it the right way and you don't incur the penalty. So, Toni, the question would be, at the moment, any way of waiving that penalty, or is it locked in?
It's locked in. There is no waiving. Medicare and Social Security has their rules. There are 3 family members and 2 girlfriends to Medicare. And we've gone over this before. The one that controls everything, this is like Cinderella's stepmother and 2 stepsisters. So the stepmother is the IRS. And we all know the IRS knows everything. They know when you file your taxes. They know how much your Part B is going to be because it's based off of income. So the IRS controls what Social Security and Medicare does. Okay? I have to have fun. You have to realize I'm just a regular person, but I know this. I live this. I sleep it. I dream of Medicare every night. The IRS is going to let Social Security know what her amount is, and the IRS controls it. The stepsisters is Medicare and Social Security, and they follow what the IRS says. The 2 friends of Medicare are Maggie and Irma. Your modified adjusted gross income and your income-related monthly adjusted amount. That's where the cost comes from. But Gail messed up big time, and a lot of people do. So she cannot enroll until next January. She may have Part A of Medicare. What if she's got to go and have cataract surgery or have anything as outpatient? That's all under Part B of Medicare. She does not have that. So she needs to keep her COBRA until she can enroll in January of next year, and her Part B will start February 1st. That's Medicare's General Enrollment Period, GEP.
You are listening to Medicare Moments with your host, Toni King. Every Wednesday, there's a brand new Medicare Moments. We try to give you all the information you need to make your Medicare enrollment and your time with your Medicare life the most productive and easiest possible that meets your needs, whatever your specific medical needs are. Toni King is your host, and we'll be back to talk some more with Toni right after this break. Don't go away. Welcome back to Medicare Moments with your host, Toni King. Toni is an author. She is the author of the Medicare Survival Guide Advanced Edition. She also is the author of The Maze of Medicare, the only book of its kind. And you can find out more about Toni's books and other podcasts and articles and everything at her website, tonisays.com. That's TONISAYS.com. And go there. Toni would like you to visit. And if you have a question for her, 832-519-8664 is the number to call. That's her 24-hour Medicare hotline. And also, you can email her at info@tonisays.com, TONISAYS.com. So, Toni, you want to do it right. You want to have the right window of filing for you. And it's kind of hard now for this to happen with Gail because it's 5 years in the past. So if someone is turning 65 today, like you said, the thousands of people are, how do they make it right?
They just have to go by the rules. Gail wanted to enroll in Medicare and Social Security at the same time when she turned 70. She should have called me. That's all she needed to do because she had her 8-month window, and I think her 8-month window ends like in December is when she should have signed up for her Part B. So if she left work in April, that's May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 8 months. She should have enrolled in her Part B at that time. Take the forms to the company, the CMS L564, and take all that down to the Social Security office with the application for Part B, and she would have been fine. But she got busy, had other things to do, and then had decided that she was going to do it when she signed up for Social Security, which was a very big mistake. A lot of people listen to their friends, and their friends don't know all of your situations. So don't ask your friends how they feel or what you should do. You know, we like to talk and give information about our friends, what we need to do, what we don't need to do, kind of gossiping. Don't listen to what your friends have to say. They don't know your particular situation. There's 3 enrollment periods. First is initial, when you're turning 65, for those that are out there. Remember, I said there's one person turning 65 every 8 seconds. So that person, if they're not working full-time with true company insurance, can enroll in Medicare. That's what I did. And then there's a special enrollment period for people that are leaving work past 65. That's Gail. And then there is the general enrollment period for anybody that never enrolled. Some people say, I don't go to the doctor. I am not going to get sick. Why do I want to pay that Part B premium? I don't need it. And then they find out they have cancer. Well, guess what? Now they need it. They have to wait until January to enroll. From January 1st through March 31st, they can enroll, and that's when they can get Part B, and their penalty will go all the way back to the day that their Part A starts. Medicare doesn't do anything about not giving us a penalty. Social Security is the one that gives the penalty, and they know everything that they can do. They know it all. If people need us, they can call us. My number is 832-519-8664, and my website is Toni, ToniSays.com. I'm Toni with an I and not a Y because I am a girl. Well, thanks, Jim. We've been working together for a long time, and anybody that's got a problem, call us. We'll be glad to help you. In 2009, I met a gentleman who was giving wrong information about Medicare, which cost him over $10,000. After helping him, I knew that it was up to me to start advocating for America. Hi, I'm Toni King, host of Medicare Moments podcast. Join me every Wednesday as I share tips, strategies, and little-known facts I've learned over the past 20-plus years. I put Medicare into people terms, and I want to help you personalize your Medicare, because with Medicare, it's what you don't know that will hurt you. Medicare Moments is available now anywhere you listen to podcasts.